having a good time overall. It's been interesting. So, I still don't have hot water in my house, which really sucks. Still have that leaking tap like crazy in the tub. Have not been able to fix that. Don't know why I don't have hot water, and it's been a pain in the ass. My neighbor who actually came over the other day to check it out, he's like a handyman or whatever else, is not responding to my texts or anything, so I don't know what's going on. Um, Now, granted, I mean, I understand he's still kind of messed up from his surgery because he had to have a double bypass and whatever else. Like, that's a lot to go through. But yeah, it's kind of frustrating for this girl that just wants hot fucking water in her house. I have zero hot water. I've had zero hot water for a while now, so it's not been fun. But it is what it is. Not much we can really do about that. And actually, my dad's messaging me back and forth. It's kind of fun when we talk like hockey and stuff like that. Again, I don't have hot water. I haven't had hot water for a bit now, to be honest. It's been really fucking frustrating. So, yeah. Yeah, because me and my dad are just talking hockey right now. And I was just telling him, because like the Flames got absolutely shit kicked tonight. And, well, the last time the Flames let in 9 goals in a game was October 25th, 2018. James Neal scored a knuckleball of a shot to to end the shutout. So there's that. Nah, you're all good there, Alex. You're all good. Um. So yeah, I am. Well, I'm just. Yeah, it's just annoying, but it is what it is. But then fun fact, and then me and my dad were like talking, or like, and he is just like, didn't we trade Neil to Edmonton for a different bad contract? And I just replied back, Luch. It's true, actually. We got Milan Lucic back in that trade. It was a 1-for-1, if I'm not mistaken. We may have gotten a draft pick back, but I can't remember exactly. Hey, Sir Philo. How goes it? Nice to see you, dude. So it's funny. I still have a non-functional car right now, like my Mustang. She's down still. I do have like the clutch cable, but fun fact: here in town, I needed 2 things: an 8mm coupler nut and an 8mm ready rod. Okay, which funny enough couldn't find in town. Now, mind you, I was I could have potentially got the ready rod, but the in town, and it would have cost less. But it's fine. So that's kind of the fun part of now. Just like I ordered everything online. No big deal. It came in multi-packs, whatever else. Way too much money I spent on that, but I need my car fixed, to be honest. So, yeah. Hey, Stacy, how you doing? Nice to see you. Um, and of course, like because of this, I haven't worked on the car at all to get the suspension in. Which that will happen. Don't worry about that. I do plan on getting that rectified in the next little while. It's just gonna take me a wee bit of time. That's all. So not really a big deal. But and then also I think I figured out a way to where now granted it might not stop the clutch cable from actually snapping on the clutch quadrant because there's nothing I can do about that. But from stopping it fraying underneath, because I know what actually caused that. That's actually bad engineering on our part. So for how we actually did this, with the clutch and like clutch cable in the car, I had to. So Well, what we did, both me and my buddy Keith, to be fair, he actually came up with the idea. Also, hey ATM, how you did? Um, we basically got got a clutch cable with a threaded end on the end of it, right? Which is not original to a Ford car at all. This just is kind of like a generic cable, right? And that's why when people said, "Hey, you can run, like you should just get yourself a Ford racing cable." Well, no, you can't do that. And oh, yeah, unfortunately, there is no gifts that way. Like, if you wanted to actually send gifts here, it's actually like real money, instead. So, yeah, that's how it goes on here. Unfortunately for that. And I think there's like a minimum too that you have to do if you want a gift. I think it's like $1 or something. I'm not. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah. So welcome to here. But like I said, I'm not going live on TikTok anymore. But regardless, so what I was talking about with the clutch cable. Okay. So the solution that actually Keith came up with the solution. I didn't. I helped install it, but he figured out the solution. So he got a thread or a coupler nut, right, for it, and a piece of ready rod, and then use a U-bolt, like a small U-bolt, to keep it on my transmission crossmember. However, there's a problem with that, and that is the fact of the cable. Well, it can still do this, right? Move side to side at the end. And because of that, it was actually fraying the cable. And if you saw my one video of the whole clutch cable saga, that I was trying to do it as like short videos, and then I realized, oh right, I can't really do that as well on here, because I'm only allowed 3 minutes. And I just completely like um, just slipped a mind that way. So with that, um, I think I have an idea. So I might get another one of those little U-bolts. I just gotta find the size, to be honest, of what that one is. And then put another one in. And then I think I'm gonna put a nut at the back to tighten it to the actual if my brain will work here. To the cross member itself, right? Just on the backside of it. When I do that, hopefully it'll stop it from swaying so much, right? So it doesn't actually fray the cable. So we'll see. We'll see. And actually doing that, that's what keeps the tension on the cable, because otherwise there's no tension on the cable, really. There's no spring or anything that gets it back, so it was our solution, and it worked. It was a low-dollar solution that we did 3 years ago, and it held up for 3 years. Also, what are you talking about Americans? I'm not American. I'm Canadian. Get that right. And okay, I'm not your love, Jean. Like Jean. I'm not your love or anything like that. I don't even know who you are. But hi, how's it going? And yes, TikTok has gone to shit, to be honest. There's a reason why I'm here instead of on TikTok. Like, don't get me wrong, I actually, like, I can get paid from here, to be fair, where, like, on TikTok I don't. But on TikTok, it was just nice because I had, like, I can have, like, live music, or, like, I can have copyrighted music in the background and stuff, where here I cannot do that. So, it's rather sad, that way. So, you won't see me, like, jamming out the music and stuff, and, vibing like that. So, instead, we'll just talk straight cars for the most part. Also, the chat goes other places, but yeah. So with the QA1 stuff, though, that's going to take a little bit. For one, I'm going to need good weather, because I am not working on the car in negative degree weather, unless if it's I need to do it RFN, right? If it's like a necessary repair, not a customization, right? So there's that. The sway bars are going to be installed first, I think. And then afterwards, I'm going to install the coilovers, and then it'll be the K member. Which the K member is going to be the tricky one, just because of, like I said, motor mounts. So, yeah. Yeah, I wish. Plus 20 out there. Here, it was freaking -4 today, and I was walking through a blizzard downtown, so... Which, granted, I mean, for most of that walk, there was not in the blizzard. It's just when I got home, it was starting to blizzard. So, yay! Yay. So, yeah, but, soon-ish, my Mustang will get the upgrades that she deserves. Soon. Soon, 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 soon. And it's going to be interesting to see how it all works out. Now, what's interesting is, so I called QA1 a few days ago. I've not heard a response. So it's like, wonder if Brian's on vacation. Because there is, and I mentioned it in the video, if you see the video that I did of the full unboxing of all the parts, well, I seem to have gotten 2 camber caster plates, right? Which is just like, okay. They're both the same part number, and I don't know what to do with those. Like, I know what to do with obviously the pair of them for the front, but the other ones are just like, was this a mistake that you guys sent me this, or did I accidentally order 2? Because if that's the case, I'll get a partial refund on that. I mean, if I could afford to give it away, I would, but I cannot afford to do a giveaway right now. I'm just too kind of cash strapped. I mean, alternatively, I could just sell it too, because they're worth a decent chunk, if memory serves. So what was that? I think that's what it is, right? Yeah, it is those. Yeah, so that's what I thought. So they're that much. Which, I didn't do the calculation. Yeah, okay, so that... Fuck, I paid that much for those? Whew. I mean, they're nice quality. Damn! I got a, like, with my sponsorship with QA1, they just gave me a massive discount, right? So, it's that sort of stuff, but it's still, like, that massive discount still meant I spent a lot. And it's sad. It's very sad. But, it's also interesting how, like, the interesting thing is, though, so I posted a clip, and I don't, did I post it on here? I can't remember if I did or not. But I posted it to Facebook and TikTok, to be honest, for sure. And on Facebook, it's doing some numbers, like it's at over 20,000 views right now. It's my neighbor's truck from last year, and all he did was just, like, barely blip the throttle. He's barely touching the throttle in this video, to be honest. And, and it throws up a bunch of rocks, whatever else, as he's going down the alley and goes a little bit sideways, right? It's all it is. It's like a 19-second video. And I claim that, yeah, this makes 600 horsepower doing that. And a lot of people are saying, no, there's no way that makes 600 horsepower. It's just like, it's 600 crank, so it's 470-ish to the tire. And, yeah. Okay, the reason why I sold that truck, pretty simple. I didn't know what kind of content I was going to actually be able to do with it, because I wasn't doing all that rust repair. I kind of told you guys that. And second, well, I needed the money for my sponsorship. So there's that. Just watched Powerblock and saw a handling kit on a Mustang. They did the rear control arms, then the cradle on a hoist so they could square the suspension and drilled 1/8-inch locating holes. Interesting. I mean, it should bolt into the factory placement, if I'm not mistaken, on the K-member, so that's not that difficult. It's just the rest of it, And like I said, will my control arms work with that? I don't know. That's the one thing I'm going to have to find out. Because otherwise, I need my parts car, like RFN, and to get the control arms off of that, and then do all new brakes, which would kind of suck in a way because those brakes are fine and they're not that old. I mean, granted, did those like 2 or 3 years ago, so they still have a little bit of whatever else, but yeah. Oh, and you're gonna leveling kit? Nice, nice. That's cool. That's cool. Um, as long as you don't do the the lean or the squat, I'm okay with it. Cause fun fact, apparently there's a kid in my comments on TikTok right now. He's being like a doofus. Um, that he has a full-on squatted truck apparently. And which, by the way, squatting your truck here in Alberta is illegal. Like a full-on squat like that is very illegal. Because it's just unsafe, to be honest. It breaks so many laws. Fun fact, doing that. Because it has to do with like bumper placement and headlight alignment and that sort of thing. Plus even vision looking at your windshield, right? Because you can't see what's in front of you. So this kid, he's apparently getting his license next week if he doesn't fail his license anyways. And says like I'll be seeing that truck in town when he gets his license, like here in Sundre. I'm like, if you don't get pulled over by the cops first, because they'll probably impound your truck, dude. And he's just like, oh, if they can catch me. I'm like, dude, they're outrunning you. Your truck's not going to be that fast. It's no BS GM for reference, right? So they're not exactly fast trucks. He's like, oh, I've got a twin-turbo LS3 with 700 horsepower. So that'll probably do, right? And I just told him, do a video under the hood. Oh, wait. Haven't heard dick from him since. Just kind of funny, honestly. There was a little bit of play in their kit so they could tweak the cross member. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Right? I mean, to be honest, he'll get pulled over by a cop. Easily. There'll be somebody that will report it. Because you can't see. Like, it's so dangerous, honestly. It's worse than doing a big lift kit. Because, yeah, like, it's a horrible squat. Like, it's full on like this. No joke. He showed me the picture of it. Yeah, and go forward. See, and now I'm dealing with these comments too of trying to say that truck doesn't have the power that I say it does. And I'm like, I've driven it. I've also revved that thing to over $7,000 going down the road. I know how much power it has. Like I said, I've driven it. It's not my truck. That square body's cool as shit, but not my truck. So. That square body would put bus links on it. There we go. So like, because apparently this guy's trying to say that the Thunderbird, if you guys remember that actually might be getting picked up soon, within the next couple of weeks. Potentially. So we'll see about that. But anyways, this video from a year ago when the Thunderbird was out front here is that, well, this guy claims that Thunderbird would gap Lance's truck. I'm like, no, it certainly would not. Not even close. That Thunderbird has a 400 with a cat delete, and that's it for performance upgrades. And, with a 400 under the hood. Like, it's not fast at all. It's got like a 270 gear or something like that in the back. So, rocket ship. Rusty outside makes insane power. Oh, right? Yeah, like I said, that square... I love Lance's square body. That thing's fantastic. You're from Golden, BC, and you want to do some road course racing this summer, and I heard you say a while ago that you were part of the circuit. I mean, so... I race at that track, and I do know the track manager, and I've met the owner of the track. So, if you want to get out here and do some road racing, Strawberry Creek Raceway is a fantastic course. Now, granted, I've only run the short course, but I think the short course is only for like the special events. They do open track days with a full course. It's over 4 kilometers of course, and it's quite nice overall. Yeah, I don't know. Like the thing is, Lance is a friend of mine, and whatever else. But yeah, I admittedly, through the grapevine, whatever else, I've heard things that I have not physically seen, so I don't know. I couldn't really tell you, to be honest. So I don't really ask him about that stuff. Like I said, we just talk about cars, to be honest, in our friendship. And, like, he helps me out from time to time with my shit. And he's supposed to be working on my house, but he's not doing that right now. So it's kind of frustrating, honestly. It's been a bit. I haven't heard from him in a day now. So it's like, yay. Gotta love that. So, I don't know. He might text me really late to be like, hey, I think I figured out a solution, whatever else, but haven't heard dick from him, so. Hey, Mustang guy! How you doing? If I have time, yeah, I can probably help you out a little bit on that. Like, he is a fantastic resource for that sort of shit as well. Okay, super cool. What about some smaller type get-togethers, like... Okay, so you're talking about, like, autocross. So there is a few, like, autocross things, about. If you go on Facebook and you join, the Red Deer Sports Car group, there's a Lethbridge Sports Car group, and I believe there is an Edmonton Classic Sports Car group. If you join all three of those, they have a lot of those events kind of like being posted and whatever else from time to time. So you can check those out. I know that Lethbridge, like, that they'll have that set up in at like the grandstands and stuff during street wheelers, but beyond that, there are some autocross, whatever else. There's obviously that really expensive ass track that they built just off the QE2 there, to be honest. I've heard good things about the track, but it's bougie. So there's also Rad Torque Raceway has a road course as well. Do I have a car? Yes, I have an 81 Mustang. She's a 200 inline 6 car that I road race. So there's a lot of work done on that car, and there'll be a lot more upcoming. Because we got sponsored by QA1, so it's getting a bunch of suspension upgrades. So I cannot freaking wait for that. I'm doing pretty good overall. Just sitting here. I'm vibing. I'm chilling. I'm chilling like a Magellan. Okay, care about that. There we go. And like it's interesting because I'm seeing like drift events actually, which is interesting, honestly. Hey, thank you, man. Yeah, it was really exciting. Like, to be honest, I did not expect to get that sponsorship, to be honest. Like, I have sent sponsorship requests to like big companies, to be honest. And I have not heard a reply from a lot of them. But QA1 actually did respond. They're just like, yeah, we'd love to work with you. It's like, hell yeah. And hey, good night there, what do you want? Appreciate you. Appreciate the tint, too. Again, I love that tint. The way it looks and everything, it's just, it's exactly what I wanted. So thank you very much for that, man. And yes, I do run a dyno, or help run a dyno anyways, at a bunch of car shows all across Alberta. To be honest. It's called Devon Dyno. So Devon Dyno. Oh, no, to be honest, so how that works is, like, prior to the show, we actually contact a bunch of different car shows, and then we get contracts signed, whatever else, and because there's like guaranteed minimums and a bunch of other guarantees that we're supposed to get, right, for that. Um, and then yeah, and it's fun, and I love what I do. It's a fantastic gig. Also, hi Jim, how you doing? Oh, you ordered your leveling kit from QA1 does leveling kits? I'm not aware of that. Fair enough. You need to drop your flare side? I mean, a drop, like a lowered flare side would be dope. You know? I'm just wondering when Kelly jumps into the chat and talks about, my future truck. If he does, he might not. To be fair, I need to get to Calgary one of these times and, actually pick up that fender that he picked up for me. So, and then see this truck finally that someday apparently is going to be my truck. Supposedly. And what the truck is, it's an OBS flare side. Single cab, short box, 4x4, 5-speed, step side, 306. In the factory fuchsia, by the way. Like, how cool is that? You know? Like, I honestly can't wait for that truck, to be in my life. But Kelly does, like, I think daily that thing. Still waiting for, I believe, the taco to be put on the road. And then at some point we'll come up with a deal for that thing and we'll figure it out. But I don't remember a GM stepside even being in town, to be honest. I don't. Yeah, about 3 inches. I mean, that'd be cool though. Not gonna lie. Like, I mean, it's not slapped into the nuts, but that'd be cool. So it tucks the tire nicely and everything like that with a 3-inch drop. No, I dig that honestly. That'd be cool. The little extended cab. Blue extended cab stepside. My mind is a blank, to be honest, on that. It is. I don't know why I can't think of it. There we go. But regardless, what about it? I don't remember it, to be honest. There's so much stuff that so many vehicles in town, whatever else that I figure out. Let's see. That truck. It looks kind of familiar. I don't remember your dad owning that truck. Maybe I'm just mistaking you for somebody else. To be fair, like, were your dad for somebody else? Like, I know who you are, obviously, but yeah. Oh, nice. Apparently, a semi truck on Stony Trail rolled over. Looks like it's a gas truck or a cement truck. Mitt. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Nice. That is a great birthday present. Yeah, GM and step side, Ford is flare side. I mean, they're both step sides, though. To be honest, they're both step sides. But hey, what am I getting for my birthday? It's coming up in June. Just saying. I should, deserve a present. I'm just kidding, to be honest. I mean, it'd be dope if you actually did, but I'm not actually expecting anything. Oh, fuck. Like, that's the one thing of other friends, they were asking about, like, when's your birthday? For research purposes is what they said. I'm like, okay. And knowing Dre, that might actually be wheels for my car, because if it is, oh my god. It's the wheels I've always wanted for my car, honestly. Which, you know what I'll do? I'll turn on the green screen for my car. And then it's kind of janky, honestly, on here. Like, TikTok has a better setup for this, to be honest. But oh, I gotta go in here. There we go. Got it. There we go. See, but like this setup is worse because like the blankets that are in behind me, which I kind of need for comfort on the chair. Oh, there we go. If I go like that, that works a little better, ish. Still like the curtain showing in the background, but shows my car off at least, so that works. But yeah, because what I actually want for the car are Enki 92s. Now, if you don't know what those are, they are the factory ASC McLaren wheels for the Fox bodies, which are like super super rare to see. Honestly, like apparently they're kind of cheap stateside, and he's just like, well, I can like buy you a set and like send them up to you. I'm like, yeah, take those off your hands, 100%. So we'll see. Yep. Welcome to the state of TikTok. Here's the thing. So me with TikTok, I think I have trolls that just report to live for dangerous activities and I can't appeal it. And TikTok will do nothing about it. So I said, fuck TikTok. I am never going live on there again. That's why I posted the video I did today. Or I guess last night, technically. So, yeah, because I was 5 minutes. My live lasted 5 minutes. And it's like, they don't even like check their shit. And it's sad. It's very sad. So, as a result of that, I am no longer, like I said, going live on there. Now, granted, I will join my friends' lives, whatever else, but I'm not actually going live myself on there. So, instead, you guys get me here. And to be honest, I get to talk to people on here that I normally don't get to talk to, so it is kind of nice. Like Mustang guy, as an example, he's one of my only admins on, or like moderators on here, to be honest. Because fun fact, Mustang guy, he is actually, so he's not the first subscriber to the channel, but he's really close. Mustang guy has been subscribed to the channel like since 2019. But I think he's like the third or fourth subscriber. He's the only active subscriber on my channel, which is kind of cool. Because there's somebody else that's still subscribed to my channel that I don't know why they're still subscribed to my channel. I mean, me and that person aren't friends anymore, but they were technically the first. So, isn't that? You're sub before 1K on your other account? Hey! Well, because I hit 1K pretty quick, actually. Like, it took like less than a year. It's pretty cool. I could scarcely believe it when it happened. I'm like, holy crap, that is awesome. Or it's like a year and a half, something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah. Plus, one of these days, I'll actually get my butt out to BC and visit with my buddy Apocalypse Off-Road, and I owe him dinner. And the reason why I owe him dinner, it's not a romantic thing. It is, we had a bet of who would get monetized on YouTube first. Now, the bastard cheated. Don't get me wrong. I will fully say he cheated. Reason being is, he went and did a video at Rust Brothers, when just before Mike was going to have the big auction. And he filmed every single car on the property. It's like an hour-long video. And it's like, you've got to be kidding me. So that got the watch time he needed. Or no, he needed subscribers, I think. I needed watch time. That's what it was. And so that got him the subscribers easily from that video. Like, that hit over 100K easily. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? He beat me by like a couple of weeks to monetization. It's like, you bastard. So, it's all good. So technically, I do owe him dinner. That's Apocalypse Off-Road on here if you want to check out his channel. I haven't actually looked at his videos in a while. But, yeah, so whenever I get out to that neck of the woods, I'll have to message him on Facebook and be like, yo, hey, been a while, because we haven't chatted in actually a couple of years now. I haven't forgotten the bet, because I pay my debts when it comes to bets. I do. So, well, hey, I appreciate it. Because like I said, it's just been a joke on TikTok, so I just said fuck it and went here. So at least I got one from that. Haha, let's go. To be fair, I think I got a couple. You know? It's not romantic. No, Ben, it's not. Because, hi, I'm a lesbian. He has a penis. I don't go for that because I am a lesbian. So funny saying that out loud. Oh, God, that was such a funny video. But yeah, so anyways, hi Saber. I can hear you breathing, dude. Why say that? I guess he cleared whatever it was. Because normally he only makes that sound when he's like sleeping and snoring, eh, buddy? He's a silly boy. Exactly, no boys allowed. 100%. You know? Um, Funny enough, I used to be part of a car group that was called No Boys Allowed. It was kind of a fun group, to be honest. I mean, fair enough. To be honest, I know you as your TikTok name, and then don't get me wrong, when you message me on Instagram, it's a different name. But yeah. Oh, excuse me. What are you doing, Saber? You want to cuddle? What are you doing, Bug? Come here. Why do you always 4x4, dude? You could have just walked across so simply. But you instead decided to 4x4, hey? My fat cat. Here. You can go like this. My buddy. You're such a cutie, eh? See, this is a new thing. With the noises he makes when breathing now. Like, it sounds like he's trying to purr, but he's not. He's just trying to breathe. But it was just gone there, and now it's back. So, I don't know. What do you mean, Mr. 1 million views? What? Oh, him. Yes. Technically speaking, he has over 2 million combined. You want to get really technical? He had 1.3 on here, and he had 700k on TikTok. Or sorry, no, other way around. He had 700k on here and 1.3 on TikTok. Hey, buddy? My celebrity. Hey, you're a celebrity kitty. Yes, you are. Now, and it's sad. I tried to recreate that video somewhat, but I couldn't. Like, I couldn't get the viewership from the second time around. Which is like, hey, when one video idea pops off, just because you kind of do a similar thing again, doesn't mean it will. Which, granted, I will continue to do those videos every time I bring him to the vet, you know? And he will still be in the odd video, like I showed him actually snoring the other night, which is a really cute video, honestly. You can see him, like, twitching in his sleep and stuff. It's really cute. Hi. Hi, celebrity. See, in that month, you're the only reason why I got a YouTube paycheck that month. Not gonna lie, because I wasn't putting out much content in that month. Eh? Oh. Nice, dude. You just sneezed on my arm. That's just gross. I'm just wiping on you. Ugh. Yep, that's how it goes sometimes. Like, the second video I think only got, it was like 2K viewers or something. I'm like, that's so weird. How they're like very similar, but you can't always recreate the same video, right? Like, I'd be curious, and I haven't done it yet, but if I decided to take the original video and just repost it and see what it does again. You know, because that got me a bunch of subscribers, and it's funny because a lot of those subscribers thought I was a cat channel, and just like, no, actually, I'm a car channel. The cats are kind of a side thing on the channel. You'll see, you know, the kitties from time to time in shorts or whatever else. I don't do full videos with the cats, to be fair. But there is a playlist dedicated to the kitties. So, which granted, I need to actually add that other cat Saber sleeping to that playlist. But regardless, probably need to add a couple other ones too. But yeah, and it's interesting. Like, you never know what's going to actually like go viral, right? You haven't a clue. Because videos that you think are going to do really well typically tag. The videos that you think are going to do nothing go sky high. Like that video Saber, I thought, I don't know, maybe it does, you know, a couple thousand maybe. And then people were so interested in my cat, you know. But then again, he's a big old fat cat, right? He's, well, I mean, he'll be 28. I mean, maybe he is already 28. I don't know. Like, should we start calling him a 28-year-old cat? I don't know. But yes, the truck is gone. She is sold. You know, Mousetrap, you'll see in one other video potentially, and that's it. Now, it's possible that I keep in contact with the buyer and then see the truck with whatever he does with it. There's a possibility of that, but yeah. The headlight tint's growing on you? I mean, it'll grow on everybody. So, did I fix the Stang? Not yet. I am waiting for parts to be delivered, hopefully tomorrow. I did the Amazon one day sort of delivery, so we shall see. Should, honestly. Barring any freaking inclement weather. But yeah, like I said, the headlight tint is dope. Like I said, it's only on 2 headlights, so. But yeah, like it cuts down on the light by quite a bit, and it's nice actually. It doesn't blind everybody. Oh, my mic cut out? Sorry. No, I'm waiting on parts to be delivered tomorrow to fix the clutch. Because fun fact, or the clutch cable anyways, because just having the cable doesn't really do the trick. I posted those couple of short videos on here, and I haven't done anything with it since, other than, you know, on, today I tried to rectify that, and it just didn't work out, so that's okay. Oh, you watched me on TikTok? Well, hey, I appreciate that, Isaac. But yeah, like, I'm gonna be dedicating more time to YouTube, to be honest, as I should have in the first place, but, you know, and I do have, like, a little bit of a timeline, not a big deadline, but a little bit of one. To be fair, I actually haven't been given, like, an actual date of, like, when I have to install the suspension. They haven't told me that. They said it in a reasonable time, which, whatever that means, you know? Yeah, well, hey, that's why I did these. So I shouldn't get flashed again, and if I do, they're gonna see the collapsed suns that are my high beams. Because my high beams are insane, honestly. They light up everything. Right? Yeah. TikTok is all some bullshit, so there's a whole reason why I'm here. Which granted, I mean, this channel, it's just sad that like, I wish this channel actually got, like, it gets a lot of love. But what I mean by that is, like, my YouTube channel, to get the popularity that my TikTok has, to be honest. Because there's videos on my TikTok that have way more views than anything on here, to be honest. And I wish I can get that here, but I just can't, you know. And I wish I could listen to copyrighted music when on a live stream, but I can't. So, which is dumb. They should let you have copyrighted music in a live stream. It's just regular videos, I understand, no. But it's a live stream, like, come on. So, whatever. And hi, Mark. How you doing? Oh, so, yeah, like right now, I'm just, like I said, I'm waiting for better weather, but I'm also parts too. Like, I want the car to be fixed tomorrow for the clutch cable, and then I want to actually work on the suspension and stuff later this week. But before I do the suspension, I'm probably gonna take a trip to Calgary. See if I can meet up with a friend of mine actually. Because she said that like she's in Calgary for a little bit, so see if I can meet up with her. Awesome chick, to be honest. She has a pink 370Z Roadster. That's just an awesome, awesome car. And her name is Alex actually. And see her, see if I can see my bestie maybe, and then see, you know, uh, Fred and Kelly. So that'd be cool. And your dad's truck is all LED headlights, light bar, light pods, and if someone flashes them, he turns the brights on with his light bar and the pods. Yeah, that's just more collapsed on than what I've got. I mean, don't get me wrong, mine are 24,000 lumens, but nothing compares to all that. I should have kept the truck for a little longer. So, do you know what that truck went to? The funds from that truck. Do you know what they actually went to? Because I have explained it more than once, but I'm curious. Just because, granted, not everybody sees all my content, and I understand that. They don't watch all the live streams, and I get that. But do you know the reason why I sold the truck? Yes, it was. Which, I am not passing up on a QA1 sponsorship and decking out the car just to keep a truck that, well, it did decent on social media, it wasn't exactly going to be a long-term thing on the channel. I said that, honestly. Oh, it was a great idea to sell Mousetrap. It needed a lot of work. Mostly rust repair, to be fair, but a lot of work. And have I heard of the Packard 4M 2500 engine? No, to be honest. I don't think I have. Why? What's up? But yeah, because like I got sponsored by QA1, and like pretty much everything I made from that truck went into the suspension for the car. So yeah, now all that's left, you know, once I'm actually done installing that stuff, and then I'd have to get a little bit of money back together again, and it'd be rear control arms I want to do, and tubular control arms up front. That's what I'd like to do. Okay. I mean, I don't need to know that you're ripping like you're doing a bong rip, but okay. Sure. Oh, fuck. That's funny, to be honest. I'm not somebody that partakes. I understand that other people will do that, and that's fine. Teach their own. But, yeah. Yeah, you hear water? Yeah, that is my leaking tub. That's how much water it's leaking. You can hear it. Now, it's not... you can hear, though, that it's not actually filling the tub right now, but, yeah, which is nice. Because sometimes it'll do that, and I have to, like, go in there, and then, because, like, I have well water, right? Like, I have well water here. And so, because of that, I get a lot of calcium. A lot of calcium. And so, it builds up in my pipes and stuff like that. So, what I have to do is, like, I use my plunger, you know, and plunge that all down for, like, a couple minutes. And then I take my vacuum cleaner, which, like, I have a wet drive, like, shop vac in the bathroom. And I use that, and I suck out any of the calcium that's in the drain, or at least as much of it as I can. And then that will actually make it drain. It's really annoying to have to do. I didn't think it sounded like a chainsaw firing up, but fair enough. And hey, you too, Mustang guy. Have a great night. Take care, man, and I'll catch you later. It is an engine for World War II. It is a V12 and it runs on 100 octane avgas. Okay. What did they use it in? Like, is that... I'm assuming they would have used that in, like, in troop transport, will be my guess. Because I don't know of any Studebaker engines that were used in, like, tanks. Like, I know that they use, like, the 4 GAA engine in, like, the Sherman and stuff. But And I think they use that same engine in like the T95 or the T28, I guess. Technically, the T95 is another name for it, but to be fair, they only made one of those, and it sits out front of Fort Knox. So there's that. Oh, PT boats. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Oh, distortion for the mic? Fair enough. And that's cool, that's cool. It's an '03 Vicky. I mean, they're fine. They're fine. Panther body. You can do a lot to them. You can. They're very comfortable vehicles. You can make them decently quick. It just really depends on what you want to do. The opportunities are endless with a Panther body, right? You know, and the Panther body spans a long time. Fun fact: everybody thinks that it's just those Vickies, but yeah. And he has three 1500 horsepower engines. Really? In a PT mode? Okay. You have a 5.0 Coyote in a Vicky? I mean, if you do, that's pretty dope, not gonna lie. That would take quite a bit, you would think, to put in there. But then again, I mean, it's modular based, so it probably wouldn't be quite as bad. But that's pretty cool. That thing would be pretty fast, actually, too. Now, what transmission are you running? Let me ask you that. Wait. You paid $4,000 for a Coyote swapped Vicky. That doesn't sound right. Okay, so it's 10 or 80. Okay, that's not lining up, because a Coyote with a 10 or 80 that's, like, good is, like, $5,000 on its own. So, like, unless it's the car's a little bit clapped, to be fair. I mean, it could be. But, yeah, let's see, what was that? Oh, okay, that was, so I gotta open Instagram on this phone and see. Oh, okay. I don't know why that just popped up now. Huh, weird. Yeah, still, even $4,000 US, that doesn't seem right. Like, I was quoting American prices for Coyotes, to be honest, and 10R80s. Like, that's a minimum of $5,000, and it's probably more than that. Like, to be honest. Just for the engine and transmission. So that's why I'm kind of interested about that. E4OD? So, those are actually a pretty good transmission overall, to be honest. People try and bag on them, but it's just like, why? Honestly, they work pretty well for what they are. Like, granted, you can't like push a bunch of power to them typically, but they're really not bad. It has 239,000 miles on the motor and journey. Okay. I mean, granted, I'm surprised it hasn't had valve issues at that sort of mileage, because they usually do. But, you know. Although, what gen of Coyote is it? Like, yeah, inquiring minds, man. There's no way. Also, I gotta look something up really quick. Again, yeah, 239,000 miles on a Gen 5 Coyote. Bullshit. Want to know why? Because how the hell are you getting 239,000 miles in 2 years? Like, that's miles, not kilometers. Miles. I don't even think that's physically possible for that, to be honest. It's one thing in a semi truck, sure, I could easily see that. But how? Like, something's not lining up there, to be honest. Um, Like exactly, right? Again, 239,000 miles in 2 years. I either you have the information wrong or you're lying about your car. It's one of the two. Because that makes no sense. Well, duh. It would have to be highway miles. It'd have to be pure highway miles, nothing in town ever. Like, for reference, okay. So, let's see. So hang on. Okay, we'll do the math really quick here. Okay, here we go. That's what I needed. So 239,000 divide. Yeah, okay, for reference, that would be 327 miles a day for 2 years. And yes, I've ridden in a manual square body. But like I said, in now you've had it for a year. Okay, so that's double. That'd be 300 and 54, or sorry, 654 miles every single day. There is no fucking way. Like, dude, no. There is no way for that at all. Like, to do that, it just, no. I don't believe you. I do not believe you. How the fuck do you do over 650 miles a day? Like, how does anybody do that for an entire year? Yeah, I think he was bullshitting you or you misheard him. Because there's no way. And even still, at that sort of mileage, you'd probably have, like, valve train issues, to be honest. Yeah, I'd need proof of that. 100%. Like, I definitely need proof. But yes, I have ridden in a manual square body. Like, my uncle has a 77 Chevy C20, right? It's a gorgeous truck. It's a two-wheel, well, obviously two-wheel drive because C20. It's a 350 4-bolt main. I'm pretty sure it's 4-bolt main. I could be wrong on that. But I know it's true dual exhaust from factory. It's the final year for that, and I believe it's the final year for it to have a locking rear diff, because it does. So that truck is pretty freaking dope. My uncle bought it years ago for a parts truck for his brown GMC, and then he realized this thing's in better shape than my GMC is. So he couldn't take himself to part it out. I mean, okay. But people can. You do realize that if you have the right programming material, like if you have the right programming stuff, that you can program any sort of miles into any vehicle. Yes, I would advise against open headers, 100%. Reason being is that's fucking loud. I've driven open header on my car. It sucked. Full disclosure, that was an awful drive from Edmonton to Tim's Muffler in Leduc. It was a good 30 clicks or so. And that when I had open header in the car, oh my god, it was annoying. Yeah, they all get taken to shops. And yeah, like there's something not adding up at all. Like there's just something not adding up at all, Isaac. With that, it's either he lied to you and it has a lot less mileage than that, or you misheard him and that's not the mileage that it has. That, or he's playing kind of a funny joke to say, like, hey, it's got really high mileage on it, which is a weird thing. You'd think they'd want lower mileage, but yeah, you never know. People are weird. Yeah, you bought it off Facebook Marketplace. So again, but something also isn't lining up to having a Gen 4 Coyote, or Gen 5 Coyote, correction. Gen 5 Coyote, 10R80, and a Vicky for $4,000 as well. It just does not line up. And I mean, sure, I can drive your truck. Why not? As long as I'm around. Like, you'd have to hit me up and let me know when you're in town and shit. But yeah. When are you going to be in town? Out of curiosity. The Vic is clapped. Even still. Like, Cletus would pay fucking $10,000 for that minimum. You don't know? Yeah, okay, fair enough. Well, let me know when you're in town. And if I'm around, I would love to take your truck for a drive. See how it is. Now, I don't know if you guys can hear that. Hang on. There's the twitches. Everybody wants to see this cat. Are you kidding me? This is the viral cat. This is the 27-year-old fat man. He might be 28 now, to be fair. Look at that face. Look at that face. Look at that face. He's so cute. Alright. No, Garfield does not compare to Saber. Absolutely not. Garfield is a fictional cat. So there's that. Just saying. Just saying. But it sounds like your uncle after a 24-pack of adult beverages. That's funny. I like that. I like that. Yeah, Saber, you know, he snores a lot, and it's really cute, honestly. Like, he's really cute. No, you don't have a hairless cat. I highly doubt you do. Just like I highly doubt you have this Vicky, to be honest, with this coyote in it. You're right, I don't. See? Told you. Complain about being loud, but then drove it open headers. He drove it like that for 3 years? I mean, I don't understand people like that. I really don't. Oh, what's this? Um... there we go. I think it's time for rehab, right? Exactly. Like, also, like, hairless cats they're not pretty. Like, it's funny, I've never seen one in person, but my dad has. And the first time he saw a hairless cat in person, he's just like, was that cat in a fire? Like, it's like, nice, Dad. How blunt. But yeah, honestly though, like, Saber is a cutie, eh? Because cats without fur just don't look cute. I will not lie. You know, if you just like lost all your hair, you wouldn't be a cute cat anymore. You'd just be like a sad sack of, you know, of cat. That's what you'd be, eh? You'd probably also lose like a couple of pounds just from all the fur. Eh? Hey, buddy. He's cute. But yeah, I don't know how people can drive like such loud vehicles all the time. Plus, now they can be so dumb about how loud their vehicle is and like complaining about it. So it's like you chose to drive it like that, man. You could easily put mufflers on it. Like it's not difficult to throw mufflers on something. It's really not. Because fun fact, you can use straight up fucking muffler clamps. They're not the best, but they work. So yeah, your truck is loud, but sounds good. How loud is your truck? I mean, I know you showed me. I think you showed me like a couple of clips of it running, or was that somebody else's truck? I can't remember. I know, like it wasn't that long ago. You showed me like videos of truck running. Anyways, $6,000 for a first gen Cummins. Okay, that is your truck. Okay. Um, $6,000 actually doesn't sound that bad. How bad is it? Because a lot of first gen Cummins, honestly, are pretty clapped out and very high mileage. Very rusty trucks typically with a bunch of electrical issues. But to be fair, it's not engine electrical issues because guess what? It doesn't really have electronics to the motor. It's on the obnoxious side of loud. Is it as loud as Lance's truck? Let me ask you that. Or is it as loud as the square body, the red square body, that's jacked up in the same trailer park? It's kind of cool. We've got 2 square bodies in the trailer park. There isn't much else that's cool here, to be fair. I will say that because my neighbor sold his awesome fucking 10th gen. That was a beautiful truck. That step side, oh, gorgeous, man, gorgeous. But he sold it like a month and a half ago. So, to some guys out in Calgary, apparently. Hey, Macklin Celebrini hit 100 points. Okay, well, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I think like Lance's truck is actually too loud too. I fully say that. Like, it's an awesome truck, and I like his truck, but I think it's a little too loud. So I'm trying to remember what was wrong with this thing. Oh, right! That was the big problem with this truck. So, check this out. This is for sale. It just got listed 2 hours ago in Calgary. This is a very, very, very rare truck. This is a 77 Dodge D200. You might think, I mean, okay, don't get me wrong. Old D200 is really cool, but what's so rare about it? I mean, other than actually seeing a tin grill on the road. Well, it's a fucking quad cab. You know how rare a quad cab tin grill is? Like, that is unicorn territory for that truck. Very unicorn territory. You know, with the bird bath hood and everything. It's even got, like, straight bedsides on it. Not rusty. Like, honestly. Now, okay, you know what's so stupid? When people do this, roll down the fucking window if you're gonna take the picture, or open the door, dumbass. Don't do this. Don't be like this. Don't be like this, dude. Don't ever be like this. And then there's under the hood. Oh. Ooh. Well, there's something else to like too. If you see under the hood, look where the distributor is. So you know what that means. That is a big block. That's a 440. I'll be dipped. That is freaking dope. And oh, I see something else on it too because I haven't read the ad yet. But if you look, out in the corner, that is on propane. Like that's part of a propane system. So there's that. Let's read the ad. Crew cab short box, 77 D200, two-wheel drive with 440 and automatic. It's currently on propane and haven't tried starting it. Was told it did run but was parked due to propane leak. So I wonder where the leak is, because that's dangerous as a fuck if it's leaking propane, to be honest. But they don't want a lot of money for it. It's $3,900. It's out in Calgary, to be honest. Like that truck looks worth picking up, honestly, for that price. That's cheap. That's very cheap. If you want, here. I will. Well, here. Fucking go buy it. There's the ad. Oh, it says attachment unavailable. What? What do you mean? The fuck? It's still available. Why did it do that? Okay, well, if you search up 77 D200 on Marketplace, you'll find it. It's for some reason saying that it's unavailable when I send it to you. Like that. That's so weird. But yeah, I mean, you should buy that, honestly. And what do you mean the truck you bought was a plow truck? No plow trucks ever look that fucking good. Like, it's got a tiny bit of rust on the door and a little bit of the rocker, but that's it. Like, that's a nice truck. Well, of course I'd want to drive it. You know how much I want a Tingrel in my life? Plus, there's no evidence of a plow being put on the front of this thing. Like, I would want to drive that, but you'd have to fix the propane leak first. You know, it's fucking straight. Like, why is it so cheap? Other than, like, it does supposedly run, but it's on propane. Oh! That's just, like, god tier truck, man. That's a truck I'd own. Oh, your buddy bought a truck? Okay. Are you talking about that straight piped or open header, whatever truck? Is that the one you're talking about? But yes, Adam, I would 100% drive that. Like, if you bought that, I would 100% drive it. Oh. Oh. Such a happy boy. Eh? And, oh, actually, something that was funny is... Okay, a first gen with no floor. Okay. I mean, that's cool. I mean, first gen Ram's still really cool, but it's not a Tinkerol, though. But it's still really cool, to be honest. Because first gen Ram is 81 to 93. So, fun fact. My dad had the very first Ram. He had an 81 with a slant 6 in it. Great truck. Great truck. Honestly, Green Bean was fantastic. I kind of wish I would have bought it off of him. But then the trajectory of my channel would have been very interesting. Well, too bad you're in BC. Well, you know, if you pay me a couple bucks, I can go check it out for you. And then tell you if you should buy it or not. And then if you do, then we can figure it out after that. Just saying. Just saying. You know, because, like, you could. I mean, I wonder how much work that thing would need to actually pass an out of province in BC, but... Oh, I thought that... Okay. I actually kind of like this. So, sorry, my dad is looking for potentially another vehicle. Like, he wants to sell his truck and get something else. Wait, what? Oh, it's gonna need a clutch soon. Okay, that's why it's so cheap. You don't know how you get it up there? Um, well, I have to think about that. There are ways to get it out there. Trust me. There are ways. It'll be worth it. You could also get it running, get a trailer, and trailer it back. Ah, should. I don't see why not. Honestly. Would I drive a Jeep? What kind of Jeep? There's many Jeeps I would drive, many Jeeps I would also not drive. There are Jeeps that I've driven that I wish I kind of didn't. But what kind of Jeep are we talking here? You know, we talking Cherokee, we talking Wrangler, we talking an old J series truck, we talking a Wagoneer. You know, like, what are you talking here? 41 wheelers? Absolutely. You toss me the keys, I'd drive the fuck out of that. That'd be fun. Again, it wouldn't be like a very practical vehicle or anything, but it'd be fun. That's the point. Because there's no doors on it, there's no seatbelts, there's no roof. But yeah, absolutely, I'd drive the fuck out of that. Great. You like the YJ? Longer front end? Fair. The YJ's cool. You know, good old 80s / late 70s. You know, which they are cool. I do like them. I do like, especially when you get like the Renegade. Oh, sexy with like that kind of wide body that they got. Right there. That is peak. That is peak CJ. Do I remember your old one? Honestly, I don't. I only remember one Jeep in town, and it was not a YJ. That one's like a JK, I think. To be fair, it's actually the daughter of oh god, why can't I think of his name? The dude that owns the car wash here in town. The one I go to all the time. Which is Out West Car Wash. You sent me pictures? I don't remember, and I apologize. I get... Okay, for reference, I get sent so many people's cars. I don't remember them all. I really don't. It has to be, like, something that is, like, very, like, kind of unique and recognizable for me to remember it. It's just one of those things. Again, green? That doesn't ring a bell. The only green Wrangler I can think of is... Okay, like... Yeah, because the only one you're sending me... Yeah, like, I'm looking at, you know, more of a matte green. The one that's a Willys on the side of it that you said your buddy had it. I was gonna say, I don't recognize that thing at all. Like, you only sent it to me very recently. That was back in February. So it wasn't that long ago. But, and yes, I've heard of Edison Motors. I love what Chase Barber and all of them are doing with the company. It's freaking fantastic. I love that they're doing the whole, like, electric sort of semi-trucks, but it's actually... It's weird. It's a hybrid, but it's not. They're actually an electric truck. But they use a diesel motor as a generator, which is fantastic. I love that. You know? I've said it for years that somebody should do that, and somebody finally did. So, I really cannot wait for those trucks to finally, like, release properly and stuff. It's gonna be great. Plus, they did the retro kits and all that on the old trucks, whatever else, but yeah. I mean, I don't mind it, but like I said, I don't know if I ever saw that Jeep here in town. I don't recognize it at all. I really don't. Like, I mean, it's only like Willy stickers, which is fine. I'll say that's fine. Your dad traded for his Dodge to drive me up to Grand Prairie before I got your truck. Oh, okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Like I said, I don't recognize that at all, though. Oh, fuck. That was a nice stretch. Holy crap, I'm tired. 370k. That's a high mile dodge. I'll say that. That's a high mile dodge. Um, but to be honest, I think I might try and go to bed. Um, it's 11 o'clock, which granted, I'm just really tired today. So I think that's what I'm gonna try and do. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. Y'all were awesome. Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful rest of your night. And your girl will see you later. You should expect to see a little short video to kind of show you guys how to roughly install my clutch cable in my car. So anyways, take care, y'all. And we'll catch you later. Much love to the chat.